Alright, I think I'm good to start now anyways. I think everything is on. Oh, desktop audio isn't. Also, my headset wasn't.
Wow.
Wow. My microphone's probably too high. Sebastian's sitting in my lap right now, so it's kind of difficult for me to angle myself properly. Because he doesn't fit under the desk that I'm sitting at, so I have to be about a half a foot back from where I'm normally sitting. Am I definitely ready to stream? I'm about as ready as I am any other time. Occasionally I'm missing a couple of little details. And that. There we go. Oh, you know what? This is something that I feel like I always forget about. Pop on the dynamic mask for Dark Souls. Well, sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. It's fine. Yeah, I was in the midst of playing a round of Battlegrounds, which is similar to what's that game you play, Aqua? Teamfight Tactics? But it's the one that I know how to play, so that's sort of where I'm stuck at. Okay. There are a couple of things that I would like to do first. Yeah, it's an auto chess game. It's auto chess for Hearthstone. So it's a lot simpler. Much more constrained, and I'm baseline familiar with the card since I've been playing Hearthstone since release. So I've taken a few breaks every now and then with expansions, but I've been playing it pretty consistently for a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that. And it's definitely not fun. No, I can't say that. I enjoy my time with Hearthstone. But there are times where it's painful. It's probably the game that makes me the most angry out of any game that I play. So, that's something. Oh, I keep forgetting which side of the elevator I have to jump off of. I don't know if I recommend it. It's a game. Especially now that it's like multiple years in. Okay. So fun little secret trick here. There's a whole bunch of Silver Knight statues. And this is the only one that doesn't have a sword. You just pop through there. This is one of the most annoying things they put in this game. Walking past that. It can be an emote. That's actually a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. I'm assuming it can be an emote. Depending on the size of it. I just thought it was going to be a, Just a second. Oh, there we go. I just thought it was going to be this. But I can just make it in an emote. And I put those in a folder so that I can make them appear at the same time, but apparently it didn't work 100%. Antiquated, plain garb, and violet wrappings. These are, what, I believe the other portion of the set that includes the blindfold mask. Yeah, that came on last time. When tea time was done. Here's Shira, Knight of Felinor. She was the lady behind the door that we spoke to. I will summon her for this fight later. I don't think she actually helps you out too much, honestly. She just makes this boss even more tanky, which he really didn't need. Knocked out? Yeah. Fair. Alright. There he is. It's the boy. Hello, boy. Alright. I'll talk about this room a bit later on, because it actually has some very interesting lore implications. Alright. Look at how absolutely nothing damage I did to him with a hit. Yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah, I've forgotten how to fight this guy. Oh, he's so difficult to keep track of. I think I might want to fight this unlocked, honestly. It's so difficult to not lock, though. He also follows the standard rule of dragons in that they're weak to lightning, and their head takes a whole bunch of damage, but the rest of them doesn't. Oh, my dear, you are a nuisance to be sure. And because this isn't, Dark Souls 1, you can't cut off his tail for a fancy weapon. I can, I mean, making tea isn't that difficult, right? Oh, hey, I actually evaded the breath. He does not calm down for a second. I think that's like the only window I have to hit him, is when he does that. Fun fact about Midir is he's also blind. Technically, that doesn't have any gameplay implications. Just in lore. I don't think, like, the silent magic does anything. Oh, that was a good amount of damage. Only I could capitalize on it. Is he? I haven't seen. I know he's been sick recently. And he hasn't been streaming because of that. I didn't see anything about today being exceptionally bad. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, this dragon's probably the most similar to Kojiro of all of the dragons that I've fought thus far. Very similar color scheme. I could swear it was the other side of that elevator every time. Oh, okay. So that ladder is pretty famous for just having people run off of the edge. Alright, Shira. I know you're probably going to get in my way more than you help, but I'd like to see if this does anything. I should make my phone stop beeping. I can do that while I'm falling, right? Please don't kill me. My dear. Hey. Oh, you're spooky, huh? And Shira might be a decent distraction. That's true. But I also feel like she's just going to die really easily. And then I'm gonna be left alone to deal with this mess. I think I need a fire-resisting shield for this fight. Ah, Shira's actually doing damage. Was not expecting that. Oh no, oh no. I keep wanting to fight him like a monster hunter enemy. That's what his breath attacks remind me of. But I can't just run away and go into a completely invincible falling dodge. Alright. Now he just berserks his way across the entire stage. Oh, big miss. Yeah, that big sweeping breath attack is just pure Monster Hunter. And to a certain degree, I suppose I can agree with that. At least I have Sebastian to keep me company. I'm very much not used to him, like, actually coming to sit with me. It's been a while. But I do also wish he would, like, actually sit off to the side. I mean, see, I've long since gotten rid of it because of the Sebastian emote is no longer 100% relevant. But I'm pretty sure I still have a couple of pictures saved on here. See if I can find it. Browse. Will that be in? Where are my Sebastian pictures located? Reference pictures? No, he's not hiding in there. Miscellaneous? No. Here we go. Let's do this one. Why not? There's a picture of Sebastian. Took me a little while to find. He is currently sat on my lap. He's a very long cat. Now you can hide. Back to gameplay. Right, wait, it's on the left side, right? Okay. I very distinctly remember that ladder being our... Not the ladder, the doorway opening. Remember it being on the right. Maybe I am just mistaken, though. Right, I need a fireproof shield. But I stop absolutely dying. Bride doesn't even need to be 100% physical resist. I'm only going to be using it to block fire. And dark. I suppose it needs to be dual type defense. Should probably also be a non-great shield. Oh, that's decent fire. Not great on dark. Yeah, because now I'm just going into Great Shield territory. Probably... Was it, which crest shield was it? Dragon crest shield? That'll block fire, but not too much dark. Wait, do I still have a good dodge? No. Drat. I need to take off 0.5 pounds of weight. Well... Right, now here's an even further question. Do I build for fire and dark defense on my outfit as well? Oh, that boosts my fire. Fallen Knight Gauntlets, and it drops me under. I'll just set that for my baseline right now. I thought the, like, robes and stuff typically had better absorption. Alright, it looks like that's gonna do it for the gloves, then. I've got my good roll. Kinda wish you could fall down the center of that hole. You just have to have your nose pressed against the wall constantly. It does legitimately feel like the devs were playing Monster Hunter when they designed this boss. Oh, right. Alright, and I was able to not die miraculously. Alright. That dragon breath just bursts through my stamina, though. Oh my... Oh no. Well, it was nice knowing everyone. I need to remember that that roar signifies he's going in for a command grab, and I cannot block that. I wonder if he is designed to go for that grab if you're actively using a shield, since you can't block grabs. It'd be interesting. I doubt it, though. Seems a bit over the top, perhaps. Also not a fan of the fact that you have to pull up the lever every single time. Unless you are an idiot and ride the elevator all the way down on accident. They could have pretty easily just, you know, put a bonfire down in this room here. It would not be out of place to just, you know, have a bonfire right here. This is a difficult boss. Normally they'll put bonfires right outside of difficult boss rooms. Not this one, apparently. Yeah, just let me fall down the center. That'd be nice. Alright. Enjoy your lurk. Alright. You proved your point, my dear. Yeah. See, there it is. I was holding my shield up, and he went in for the grab. Which is actually really good, because it's easy to punish that grab. Right, I need to outrun that. Okay. Yeah, the amount of health I had, I would not have been able to block that. Okay. I keep going for the... Yeah, a lot of his attacks are hitting over my shield. Wonder if I should, just two-hand my sword until I need to block fire, so that I don't rely on it so much. Oh, it just moves so violently. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of it all. Yeah, this boss is generally considered, like, second hardest, if not hardest, in Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3, at least. I haven't even gotten him down a quarter health so far. Ooh, ooh. Alright, what does this take? 5? Something like that? 6? Yeah, I think I see that happening. I don't know what's causing it. It'll hopefully stabilize soon. Oh, that was the second I stopped blocking. Don't worry, I'm unlikely to be able to beat him, so... Doesn't matter that my frame rate's low right now. Oh. Okay. Fortunately, I remember how to dodge that attack. Oh, looks like my frame rate is still bad. I wonder if someone's doing something right now and hogging up all of the bandwidth. Alright, 2 hits is my maximum. Good to know. And that's probably what it is. Yeah, if I don't stabilize by the end of this, I'll head around and see if anything's happening right now that's causing everything to go off. His tail moves like you could cut it off. I'm really sad that you can't. Ah! I just got hit with big counter hit damage there. Right. Okay, do I have any background processes running? I don't think so. Hmm. Alright, let me just... Because I'm kind of trapped right now with Sebastian on my lap. He's repositioning himself. Okay. Well, hopefully it gets better. I can't really diagnose anything right now. It's just an issue with the internet that's causing it to... Oh, 0. It's down to 0 for a second there. What happens if I just rotate my camera really fast? How do you like that frame rate? Not actually doing anything. Okay. Oh, it's going that far. Got it. Just a second. Just closing all processes. Oh. It looks like it might be catching up. It looks like it might be fine. I just closed all of the apps on my phone. I don't know if that was doing anything. I highly doubt it. Good. Good. I closed all the apps on my phone to try and send messages out. My breathing. And I am doing that, so... I don't know why you'd hear my breathing loudly, though. I wasn't. Were you possibly hearing the gasping of the monsters upstairs? Because they were going... that sort of thing? That wasn't me. That was the game. Alright, but looking at KBPS, it seems to be holding steady. So, I'm just going to assume that everything's getting reasonably okay to watch. Oh, you couldn't see me moving. Should be fine now. Alright, well... Anyways, time for me to stop being able to think for a second as I fight Midir for the 15th time. Yeah, it sort of does that by default. Mongoose. Midir also has 4 wings, so that's really neat looking. Oh, that goes past shields. Got it. Alright. Okay, I think I'm actually starting to learn, finally. Okay. If for some reason my Estus flasks weren't going through there. Was I had something that I'd meant to say during that boss fight. Something I'd noticed, but I don't remember what it was. And now it's completely flown. Yeah, no. Not coming back. I think it was probably a very in-the-moment thing to say as well, so...
Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions.
Why did I make that one so much louder than all of my other sound redeems? It is excessively loud. I did it on purpose, too, I remember. I don't know why. I especially, after Hawkwood says, can't even die right, I remember I elevated the gives me conniptions portion of it to an even greater volume. For some reason. I thought maybe he wouldn't be able to turn fast. He seemed like he might have a slow turning radius. That series of attacks is difficult. I was trying to, do a little bit of blocking in there. But I got block stunned once, and then I got hit out of block stun, which stunned me again. Then I got the double hit. Not the best time I'm having with this boss. What was the... Wait, what? What was the lie? Did I lie in the series of events that happened? I don't know. I was the one that lived them. But I suppose you were also the one who watched them, so you might have a better understanding of how it went down. Quite fancy ladder, though. Quite ornately decorated up at the top. Alright, should I try and bring in Shira again? I think I will. Now that I'm getting a little bit more familiar with the boss fight. Why not bring in a phantom to completely confuse me? The dragon... Did anyone ever say the dragon was slow? I don't remember doing that. Fortunately, summons tend to have basically infinite stamina or mana, that is. So if I can just keep Midir focused on me, Shira can probably take him out pretty well with whoops, her lightning bow. Wow, I actually managed to roll through that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I sort of guessed that his turn radius would be slow. Because he seems like, physically, he wouldn't be able to turn very fast. He's a large beastie, after all. And he's going in a straight line. I am actually wondering if you are, like, behind stream at all. Oh, Aaron! I am doing fairly well. I don't know if you saw, but I posted the, gingerbread cookie redeem that you made a while ago that I've just taken a little bit to get to. Who's that roar for? Because it didn't feel like it was for me or Shira. You just sort of split the difference, my dear. I just realized saying Madeir's name oh, okay, well. Saying Madeir's name sort of sounds like you're saying my dear. My dear Madeir. Well, then. Yeah, this boss is not playing nice, to say the least. I'm buffering a lot? Okay. Oh yeah, it might just be something that's happening still on your end? I don't know. Alright. Moving swiftly on. I'm surprised I haven't fallen down this ladder yet. Such a dangerous apparatus. Alright. Shira, I'll call on you next time. Maybe. I did get Demon Princes last stream. But this guy is a whole other ballpark. Quite possibly one of the... I think he has the highest health out of any boss. Alright, well... I don't think I could fix that other than restarting the stream. Oh, that was a straight line fire breath. Yeah, my bit rate's currently stable. So I don't know. Do not know. I wonder if I'd take a break from Madeir and try a different boss. Because there's 3 separate bosses that I would like to beat on this stream. And Madeir is an optional boss anyways. Oh, I actually just had a thought. I think I'm still playing offline. I wanted to drop my summon sign down. Achy breaky Wi-Fi. Alright. I'm actually just going to pop out of the game and then drop back in, try and reconnect. Oh, that's bright. Alright, put me online. I'm still unable to connect to the network? Huh. Alright, well, no cooperation for me, I guess. That is very unfortunate. I wonder if my, system needs to update on PlayStation. That tends to happen sometimes. I wonder if it's possible to land a plunging attack on Midir if you, are playing in multiplayer. Alright, I feel like I was definitely blocking that one. The trick to being safe is standing underneath dragons a lot of the time. Oh. Wait, what? Where did he go? Oh, he was doing his flyby. I didn't really need to take a drink there. Okay, you only get one hit off of that?
I am afraid this is a debt I cannot repay. I am ever grateful to you.
Thank you very much for that, Aqua. Oh. Unfortunately, I cannot reciprocate in spectacular faction with defeating Midir. So. This boss is giving me trouble. Oh, you know what I just realized? I haven't actually... What was it? I haven't updated my subscription badges in a little while. Alright, let's give this a few more attempts. Let's just say 3. And then I'm gonna try a different boss. Just to, give my poor ailing mind a rest. Yeah, it's my sweatpants. I was trying to think of, you know, something that I could use that wasn't just... Oh, goodbye, Sebastian. He was too disappointed in me. Oh yeah, you have access to all of the emotes now. I can sit closer to my desk. Sorry, Midir. I had to readjust myself. You can keep locked onto him from quite a distance away, huh? Oh, I didn't know that tail was an attack. I actually have a much better, like, sitting position now that Sebastian's gone, so... It's unfortunate. Wow. But now I'm just dead. Oh well. Does that count to the 3? Yeah, it does. This dragon is cursing my life. Oh. Oh, that's a bit emote, isn't it? I think I can probably just move that into followers. Because that was just when I was, throwing my emotes around so that, you know, they could actually exist in some fashion. Okay. I don't know if I can change that midstream. I think I can. Let me just do that. And a drink. Is that in? Viewer rewards, emotes. There it is. Okay, so if I remove that from that slot, I can just drop that. Oh no. What have I done? Accidentally popped open customer support. Yeah? Can you let me move that? Oh, I have to select it. Okay. I don't want to upload. I want to use one that already has been uploaded. Ah, slot assignment. There it is. Throw that into follower tier. There we go. Because you get 5 free follower emote slots. Did not actually have much water left in my bottle. There's a hydrate. Right. I think that should just be done. Yeah. Alright, that should just be a follower emote now. Yeah, only in my chat. Which was the dilemma that I ran into when I was deciding where to put Penelope's art that she did for me as an emote. The Nya one. The one where I'm a cat. But I decided to... It's not... Maybe it'll take a little while to update, but it should be in follower-only emotes. Yeah. Oh, whoops, I was using my two-handed sword to block that. Oh, and I did it again. Apparently in Elden Ring, blocking things with your sword is going to be a lot more viable. Because in the Dark Souls games, it is basically pointless. Ah, there it is. Good, good, good. Great, it's almost the opposite of showtime right now. It is loading screen time. Actually, one of the other things that I've been thinking of doing is, overhauling sound redeems. Take out some of the less used ones and add some new stuff in. But I'm looking at it, and most of them are just sort of generally used every now and then, so... maybe I can wait on that. For people to grow bored with my current array. Oh no, go down. Okay, well. That was a fun little elevator ride. I messed up the wall again. So It's less of a team that I am a part of, and it's more just, all of the siblings that I have. So yeah, I am in a Twitch team, and the Twitch team is made up of all of the VTuber siblings that are drawn by the same person. So it's, I'm in a team by default, not through my own merits. Although I am one of the older siblings. A lot of them are much younger than I. I think this is just the break his ankles stream. Or break his ankles fight, rather. Oh, I couldn't tell that I was at the front half. I thought I was still behind him. Yeah, because I've just been dodging backwards. I think I need to dodge under him. I think I've been too infatuated with the idea that you have to attack dragons in the head. Because their legs are highly resistant to damage. Oh, well, I got hit by his shoulder that time. Yeah. And I've been in a Discord server with a lot of the siblings for a while now. There isn't too much collaboration between me and them. I play very few of the same games as them. Like, a lot of them play Valorant and like that sort of stuff. A lot of them play League. So I am the sibling that plays single-player games and very little else. Let's take a break from Madeir. MOBAs scare me. The only MOBA that I've ever played is Heroes of the Storm, because it is the baby MOBA that people who are bad at MOBAs play. A good squad, that. Alright, well. Time to trigger one of the weirdest cutscenes in all of Dark Souls. It also looks very nice. Alright, so. Has anyone watched the movie Angel's Egg? Because this is just a big Angel's Egg reference right now. You broke it. Yeah, Angel's Egg is a short movie. It's pretty difficult to explain. There's like 5 lines of spoken dialogue in the movie. But the basic premise is that there is a young girl who is carrying around this giant egg. Just like going through this like dilapidated city sort of thing. It's an animated movie. And she's just like going around the city trying to keep it safe. Yeah, it's pretty bright. And now she's dead. And withered. Let's see. And she believes that the egg contains... What is it? It's like the bird that will save the world or something like that. And here we are at the end of the world. Oh, I actually just remembered something. Now that I've done this, I can't actually get Shira to help me with the Midir anymore. Whoops. And after you are introduced to the IIPS? OOPS? Yeah. Sorry, Filianor. Yeah, we've turned the entire world into a wasteland. Right, back in the movie, there's a soldier that comes to the island that the girl is living on, and he wants to break the egg to find out what's inside of it, whereas the girl wants to keep the egg safe in hopes that it will eventually hatch. Yeah, also this map is, like, really inspiring for what they can potentially do with Elden Ring.
Filianor, help me, please. The Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls.
Yeah, so... And you can sort of see where he's been crawling from. You can't talk to him or anything. And he will crawl his way all the way up here. It takes like 30 minutes for him to do it. But he just dies right before he gets to the entrance of the room. So, pretty unfortunate for him. And let's just see how we do against this boss fight. Oh, also. I'm definitely not going to be blocking anything that comes off of this boss, so Grass Crest Shield it is. Interesting that they went with a first-person perspective there, for the looking around.
What? Still here?
Hello, Uncle Gale.
And it for my lady's painting.
Alright, boss fight time. Big beast boss Gale. I'm trying to remember how you actually fight this guy. He is just very tanky. And seems to have very delayed attacks. He moves really far. Alright, but yeah, like I said earlier about the, like, special messages that you get from Gale, it's got a bunch of skulls floating off of them. And Gale's aesthetic is, there's a whole bunch of skulls incorporated into his design, especially his cape right now. You can sort of see a bunch of skulls sticking out of it. Not real skulls, more like cursed apparitions of people that he's killed. Seems more likely. I don't think he's just got a whole bunch of skulls underneath his jacket. Ow. Another really neat thing about him is that he's just got a massive hole in his chest. Oh, and there I go. It's a bit tricky to see, but basically half of his chest is gone. So that's nice. Alright, and now it's just the entire zone is the boss area. You get to see him sort of galloping across the field. Hey, buddy. I do say that a bit too much. That's nice. Alright, now I just run away from him. I was actually really worried I wasn't going to be able to dodge that. That big stinger attack that he does, where he jumps up into the air and just sort of shoots towards you, is a grab that does a lot of damage. Okay, well. Oh, I rolled a bit too early on that one. Oh, trying to anticipate the latency from capture card is really difficult. Okay. That was a double hit. Let's just get away. Oh, he doesn't actually continue that combo all the way through if you're not close enough. That's interesting. Oh, well, phase 2. Wasn't really expecting that.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
So, fun fact about this cutscene here. You see that tower in the background on the right-hand side? The Gale in second phase uses a different model than the Gale in the first phase. And because it's difficult to just load a model in, they instead just teleport it from somewhere else in the world. So this version of Gale was actually just hanging out inside that tower in the background. Which is just pretty funny. Oh, you can actually see the hole in his chest a lot more clearly now. Yeah, the hole in his chest seems to be like a advanced version of the dark sign. Because you can see that there's just like a black hole in the center of it. So he has so much, like, humanity that it is destroying his body and physically seeping out of it. He also has a very, like, Lorien-esque teleportation. If you get too far away from him. Okay, well, here we go. Third phase. And there's a lot more of that skull motif that I was talking about. Oh, he gets so cool in this phase. So he also... Oh, okay. Yeah, he also creates those black spots on the ground wherever the skulls land, which cause lightning bolts to come out of them. Right. Oh. Yeah, I was not expecting to get that far on my, what, third attempt? Second? I'm definitely doing a lot better than I was with, Midir, that's for sure. Yeah, so this guy is the technically final boss, because there's the final boss of the base game. And then this is technically supposed to be, like, the actual end of Dark Souls. And he is a lot more difficult than the real final boss. Yeah, but Midir is just leagues harder than anything else. I think I might try and see if there is actually a, PlayStation, like, system update that needs to happen. So that I can go back online. Maybe get help from real players. Now that, Shira won't help me anymore. I'm getting really lucky with hit stuns on him. Alright. I've already seen that one. It is a very good cutscene, but I don't really want to sit through it again. Ow. Not my best call. Alright. Yeah, and if anything is meant to be a Berserk reference, it is undoubtedly him. He's a cursed swordsman that survived to the end of the world. He's got a giant repeating crossbow. Like, one of the big things about Guts is that his sword has bathed in the blood of so many demons that it's able of harming metaphysical creatures. And, like, in this boss fight, he literally soaks his blade in his own blood. Which is the blood of the Dark Soul. It doesn't get much clearer than that. Yeah. I mean, in that situation, I would be Griffith, which, I mean, I don't think anyone wants to be Griffith. Oh, I'm out of Estus. Whoops. I almost died there. Well, I did die there. It's more like Evil Guts versus Nameless Soldier number 3. Alright. Enjoy your rest, Aqua. I will maybe beat this boss. I'll do my best. I think the big issue that I was having with Midir is that you can't really see all of his body at once. It's kind of hard to tell what he's about to do. But with Uncle Gale, you can just sort of see him, and you can pick up on all of the tells that he's throwing out. I'm starting to get a mild headache behind my left eye. I wonder what that is. It's been spending too long staring at screens. It's gonna rot my brain. I have glasses. Unless you're talking about, like, gunner glasses that reduce blue light absorption. In which case I'm wearing glasses, so I can't really put those on over top that easily. Oh, I'm actually very surprised that I fully dodged that. Oh, no. Well, we get to see his throw now. That was an early death. Unfortunately, early death.
Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions.
And that was a pretty good death. He got me exactly on the spot. Right. It was possibly the most theatrical death you can have in this fight. I really need to dodge backwards on that one. 'Cause he's left so vulnerable after he finishes that big stab. It doesn't seem like he's ever hit hard enough that he enters a repostable state. Dodge backwards. I'm just so unused to, like, actually attempting to dodge backwards. Because that's what you do when you want to die, is dodge backwards. Especially when you're going up against a grab. But his grab doesn't actually seem to be very wide. Or lingering, I think is actually the correct term that I wanted to use. Oh. Trap. There we go. I knew he was close to, this phase. Just wanted to reset out of it as quickly as possible. Oh, okay, I thought I had actually died there. The second hit from his cape, is pretty good at catching me. Oh, okay. That came out like a full second faster than I was anticipating. Gale has such a good aesthetic. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this fight, unlike the suffering that I was having with Midir. Just like to... Oh, right. He follows that up with attacks now. I forgot. Alright, his 1 attack strings are now 3 attack strings. Yep, like that. Oh. Yeah, he really accelerates when he goes into 3rd phase.
Well, a newcomer, I see.
Thank you for the follow. Second D1. But I'm probably going to try and use an Ember early on in the fight. Because if I'm remembering correctly, no, the Estus Flask doesn't heal a percentage of HP. I don't know why I thought that for, like, even a second. I know it doesn't do that. But it gives me more room to get damaged is the big one with the Ember. It means I will waste less total healing? Okay. Now's probably a good chance to use it. Oh. That's unfortunate. I'm afraid this is a very, focus-intensive fight. Good to have you here, Second D. I don't think I've ever seen him do a double dodge before. Looked really good. Alright. That was a weird little stare-off Gale and I were having. I guess another interesting thing to note about the background of these levels is, over that side you can see 2 castles. One of them is clearly modeled after Anor Londo, but the other one is Drangleic Castle from Dark Souls 2. Alright. Perfect amount of healing. Alright. I just have to get way better at Phase 2. And I guess technically also Phase 3 if I want to be that pedantic, but... the fact that I'm struggling more in Phase 2 than I am in Phase 1 means that my Phase 3 prospects are just weak by default. I'm just really bad at dodging those. Ooh. I didn't realize how, like, pained he sounded going from phase 2 to 3. I mean, I tried using a bunch of different swords earlier in my run, but I'm just most comfortable with greatswords. It's what I've always played with. I'm just in the phase right now where I want to dodge him, learn his attack moves. This is actually something that I do in first runs of bosses to get used to them. Is I will dodge without ever touching the attack button just so that I can see where his combos are. Like, that's very clearly a finishing attack, so it's safe to hit on that. It'd be nice if you could get hit by your own lightning. Alright, well, I'm out of healing now. Oh. Alright. Couple more tries. I feel like probably less than 10 I can get him. If I'm being confident. But I am actually learning his patterns, unlike what was happening with Medir, which I think I might just need to brute force with co-op. It definitely is a very different feeling going from his phase 3 all the way down to his phase 1. I'm just gonna keep it at this health total. Okay, there we go. I was going to say I'm gonna keep it... no, there I go. Alright, so what I was going to do was, try and let him get me as low as possible before popping an ember. But apparently I was playing a bit too hot. Alright, come on, Gale. Yeah, that attack feels almost like a fixed grab. Because From Software has always had a problem with grabs being a bit too generous on the side of the grabber. And just having their, like, grab hitbox active for far too long. Well, I didn't get that ember quite fast enough. I got it so easily the first time I tried it. Maybe I just need to run further. I'm standing right at the edge of the zone where I feel in danger of getting hit by him. Oh, you know what? I should probably just obscure it with a wall, huh? That would make things far easier. I don't think he has a teleport in phase 1. Yeah, I am playing extra conservatively. Ember is a full heal. So it's a 100% heal no matter what your health is at. Which is why I want to save it for when I'm at low health, like that. Right. Because I don't think he can actually, at this point, hit me without killing me. So it's basically just one extra heal, and it increases your maximum life. So it's sort of the first heal you want to do, because that way you have a higher maximum health total to heal with later on in the fight. It's sort of just like a 13 Estus Flask that also makes every single consecutive Estus Flask better. Oh, hello, Penelope. I am dying badly right now. But not quite so badly when I was fighting Midir. Ooh, okay, one more hit then, looks like. 2? 3? Wow. Yes, this is Uncle Gale. He's gotten a lot bigger and a lot stronger. Here, we'll actually go through this cutscene again for you. His second phase cutscene.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
He said it. He said Dark Soul. Roll credits. Alright. Alright, Gale. And I think you were here when I mentioned it, Penelope, but when I was talking about how all of his, like, messages that he leaves in the world have skulls floating around them. Now you can see those skulls in action. Alright, phase 3. The Dark Soul is just a key item. It doesn't actually do anything, like, in gameplay. It does things in lore. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna back off from that one. Oh, I'm up against a wall right now. This arena is so wide, how did I run into a wall? So I talked about this a while ago, where I just sort of stopped the stream to talk about, like, what the Dark Soul and humanity actually are. And that took me, like, 20 minutes to, like, explain in detail. So, and the short summary is that the Dark Soul is sort of a general term, because there are many Dark Souls. Because technically speaking, all humanity is a Dark Soul. That is virtually indistinguishable from the first Dark Soul. But what we are doing right now is, attempting to get, like, the first Dark Soul, or the core of the Dark Soul, that sort of thing. That fight was going well. Alright. I'm going to... Oh, Mitz! Hello, hello. Good to see you. Alright, gotta go again? Alright. Gotta go, but hi. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm actually going to check pyromancies, see if there's anything I can put on that might help me in any way. Poison mist? You reckon he can be poisoned? Probably not worth it. Worth it to try. I don't know. Be fun. I can just try a fire orb. Just use that as sort of a last resort. When he starts going really strong. Because I don't really have the intelligence or faith to use anything else. Oh, another tea time. Alright then. May as well take a little break. I'll just throw on Fire Orb. Why not? And we can put this up. And also enlarge the size of the animation, since I will be away for a bit. What? I'll be right back. I'm off to go make some tea. Alright, and I have returned. I didn't jump scare anyone. Just drop that down to the corner. So, I was going to have some honey la croix tea, but I couldn't get the top off of the jar for that. So instead I'm having a chamomile tea instead. Apparently the honey la croix tea is supposed to be really good for your throat. Which would definitely be very helpful, considering that this is probably going to be a slightly longer stream, since I have to beat a whole bunch of bosses one after the other. And maybe I'll fight Medir again. But at this point, it's definitely seeming like a, almost hopeless endeavor. I think chamomile tea is actually supposed to make you sleepy, so... hopefully that doesn't happen. I think I might have some chai. The main teas that I have are my peppermint and my chamomile. Which every now and then if I have a really big sort of mug, I'll do peppermint chamomile combination. And then I have whatever that comes to me in my box. And there is the jar of honey la croix tea. But, you know, dried honey goes really, really rock hard and makes jar lids difficult to open, unfortunately. So... I'll try and get that open with a vise or something at some point in the future. But, other than that, not too much. There are some, like, loose teas sort of scattered around a cupboard. I don't really bother with that too much. You've probably steeped for long enough. I actually stopped the kettle a little bit before the boil. It is just about the perfect temperature. I do really wish I had a thermos for this. Maybe I'll buy one at some point. But I don't have to hurry through my tea whenever I get it. Ah. Well, hopefully I die quickly on this attempt so that I can have an excuse to drink my tea. I think I'm gonna save the fire orb for the literal last phase of this. Because I can get through, like, the early phases without assistance. So I only really need the damage assistance on the last ones. I've never had milk teas before. That includes, like, the boba teas that everyone talks about on Twitter and whatnot. Oh, okay. I did die quickly. I wasn't trying to, I assure you. Alright, wait. I definitely need to just drink more of this because it is the perfect temperature. See, I'm trying to remember. One of the earlier teas that I was drinking that made me enjoy tea drinking more was it was a citrus tea. I feel like I actually, like, gave myself a friction burn from trying to open that honey liqueur jar. Because my right palm is not happy with me right now. Well. Wow, perfect spacing. I keep... Oh, okay, well. Oh, you know what? I was going far too hard on those attacks. I thought he was close to his second phase, but I was... like, 5 hits off there. I feel like you must be able to farm embers. But I don't actually know best location for that. Because I know where you farm humanities in Dark Souls 1. You want to go to the Rat Pit. Because they drop a whole bunch of humanity. This tea is staying in a very good range. Well, it's tapioca pearls. Right? That's all boba is tapioca pearls in milk tea. Oh, you didn't do one of your standard openers. That's really easy to punish. Like that. Wow. Alright, well that was a lucky ember. That was just a bad swing. I feel like I don't really recognize that 3-hit pattern that he did there. That like a rare one or something? Seems like an attack chain he doesn't do very often. No, no. Oh, okay, well. Saved by geometry there. Alright, apparently the geometry of that ledge does not agree with him very much. Wow, okay. I guess I'm just really bad at reading when he's about to go into his next phase. There it is. Ooh, I've been getting to that phase with 10 Estus historically, but now I'm suffering to get there with 7. Perfect time to drink tea as well. Ah, I choked on my tea a little bit. Oh no, my eyes are watering now. Ah. Alright, Gale. I'll play this as carefully as I possibly can. I wonder... Because it seems like... Whoop. He usually throws out his Corona discs. Whoop. And that's actually what they're called. Way of White Corona. Not making reference to anything else. But he usually throws those out once he's one hit from being staggered. Oh no. How's that feel? 76 damage, that's not even worth it. Alright. Maybe if he's on like a sliver of health and I really don't want to approach him, I can throw one of those out. When he's like this, definitely no point in throwing out fire orbs. Yeah, this isn't a very easy fight, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, he's very well designed. That was a lucky stun, if I've ever gotten one. Oh, and there I go. I'm getting through the first two phases relatively alright. Just that third phase that I keep choking on. That was exactly the plan. Enjoy tea. I pulled it off the stove at just the right time. And that water has remained warm exceptionally well. Right. I'm actually going to hide screen for a second. Yeah, it looks like it just came disconnected from the internet for some reason. Yeah, system software update file. Yeah, I'm using PS4. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not connecting to the internet. Right. Oh, just back to the game then. Oh well. I just wanted to call in some help for this boss so it doesn't take me 10 years to beat it. But it looks like we have a 10-year boss fight on our hands. And that could be it. But the only thing that would really do anything to my Ethernet cable would be Sebastian. And he hasn't gone back behind the computer for what I've seen for a little while. Come on, Uncle. Oh, okay. Let me just take a look at the Ethernet cable then, just to make sure. And I forgot. Oh, Gale is weak to poison. Well, then maybe I can throw out a poison cloud then. I forgot that my PS4 isn't running off of Ethernet. It's just running off of Wi-Fi. My PC is the one that's running off of Ethernet. Oh. Let's just throw on some poison mist then. And maybe finish off my tea. Not much left. Yeah, it's just about to drop below the, optimal temperature. Let's try out the poison cloud for fun. Why not? I suppose if I really wanted to do something wild, I could just infuse a poisoned weapon and bring it in here, fully upgraded, just for fun. It also seems like it's going to be a lot easier to get weapon upgrade materials in Elden Ring. So, that's hopeful. And that's the end of the tea. Alright. Goodbye, tea time. Alright. Alright, old man. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? That I'm really good at dying, that's the lesson. Oh, Hollow Slayer Greatsword? Hollow Slayer Greatsword is actually one of my favorite weapons. It's what I used on my first playthrough through the game. But in order to use that, I need to upgrade it, and it's a boss weapon. So I'd have to go and farm some Titanite scales. Which means a whole lot of fighting ringed knights. I wonder if the Hollow Slayer Greatsword is why I don't remember him being so much of a challenge. Like, I definitely remember him being difficult, but not quite as hard as I'm having here. Alright. We can go check out the Hollow Slayer Greatsword. I don't think it costs money, so I might be fine. There will be back Ringed City, don't worry. I'm just taking a quick stop off at Firelink Shrine. It's also a lot lighter than the sword that I'm currently using. So it might be useful in that sense. Hello, Ludlith Corpse. Alright, Hollow Slayer Greatsword. This one here. Costs 1,000 to make. Decently statted. It is also an E-quality weapon. I can just pop one of the smallest ones. That'll give me a couple thousand at least. Yeah, 3. Nope, not profaned. Hollow Slayer. Greatsword used for a lifetime by a masked knight harbors the fears that lurk within the minds of hollows, and is particularly effective against them. Bestowed to a proper Mira knight long ago, two-hand to execute special sword techniques. Yeah. It's a pretty good sword. I like it a lot. You can get it very early on. It is. Not too big, but it's relatively fast swinging for a greatsword. And it's got a direct stab as its strong attack. Yeah. I don't know that I have too many scales left, though. We can see.
Just what neat.
I did pick up a couple in the DLC. Alright, I have 22. And it takes quite a few souls to level up, so just back off. Pop a few souls. Crestfallen Knight might be enough. 10,000 for 12k total. We'll see. Yeah. And I definitely don't mind upgrading this weapon. Sure, let's get it all the way to +5. Why not? That left me with exactly 400 souls. Alright. Well, time for a new weapon, then. Oh, no, Philinore's Rest. That was the right location. Suppose I could try and use Power Within just for goofs. But I feel like that wouldn't even be beneficial. Ah, only in the second and third phase? I suppose he does become the most human then. But I mean, I'm not gonna switch out my weapon mid-phase. Ow. Oh, the rolling attack is a thrust. That's interesting. I didn't remember that from when I used this weapon. Alright. Let's just Ember up early. I don't want to potentially die. Wow, I am really off right now. I have no idea why. Yeah, I'm getting hit by attacks that I'm normally dodging with ease. And that's definitely not the fault of the sword. I just sort of fell out of practice by going away from the fight for 10 seconds. Oh, not again. Alright, well. Let's hope that it's enough of a weakness that it can spectacularly carry me through the final 2 phases. Wow, I'm getting hit by such easy attacks. I'm running out of Estus flasks. Oh, and I... Alright. For the next few attempts, I think I'm gonna hold off on using my Ember. Let's see. Maybe I will just swap out my sword between phases. Here, let me actually... In order to facilitate that being a bit easier. Alright. Time to go into the storage box. Oh, whoops. How do I switch categories? No, that's not it. Ah, switch box. There it is. I'm just storing every single weapon that's not those two. There we go. And I can just very easily swap between them. I guess I can just store everything else. There. So now when I go into my weapons... Oh, the shields too, right. Just so that I have absolutely no chance of messing up. There. And just go right one. Foolproof. Yeah. I probably should have been doing that. Ah, Yeah, maybe it's not the sword that makes the man. Yeah, it's only doing 30 more damage hitting him with this sword in phase 1. It's not that big of a deal. Once I finish this game on stream, I'm going to have to play it off as well. Just to see whether or not it is actually, like, capture card lag that is messing with me. Because I used to be able to parry in these games. I've never seen a more perfect time to use an ember. I said I wouldn't, but I need to. It would hurt me to not use the ember there. Mentally. Oh, okay. There we go. Hollow Slayer's out. Yep. It is doing more damage, 288 instead of, what was it, 250 something? Its range is a bit shallower, but it swings a lot faster. Alright. I don't know why I walked onto those black spots. Ow, ooh. Alright, alright. Ah. Alright, so it seems like the second phase weapon swap is helping out. Alright. Good luck on those exams. And hopefully I'll be able to finish this boss, too. Hopefully. Hopefully it's showtime. I need to just, like, count hits. So that I can tell exactly how long it takes until he gets staggered. This seems inconsistent, so maybe not. Bad timing. I really want to keep going until I, finish all of the bosses. But I'm actually getting a pretty annoying headache right now. I don't know what it is. Because today is also like, yeah, no. It's, uncommon. I just had some tea as well. Oh, come on. Wow! That fight went poorly. Try this again. This should just be the soundtrack to this fight. Given the most likely Guts inspiration in the entire series. Like, even Artorias wasn't as Guts inspired as Gale is. I'm getting some very lucky dodges. I was fairly certain he was one hit away from that stun. That was why I attacked there. Like, it was a very dumb decision. Alright. Oh. That was virtually miraculous, how well I did that round. Alright, and now I'm just doing terribly. So it balances out. That's nice. Coming up here. I think it's actually pretty safe to play around that, like, building fragment. Alright. Or, you know, the fight with, Sister Frida and Father Ariandel. Well, why... I had an exceptionally good first phase, so I just sort of had to balance it out by having the worst second phase I've ever done. Oh my... Wow. Yeah, I got a nearly perfect first phase. And then I used every single Estus Flask in second one. That sure was something. Something bad. Oh, okay. Wonder if a shield would help me. Could I block anything that he's doing? Is that the secret to success? Really? Are you sure? Right. For this round, I'm just gonna try and poison him for fun. See if I can even pull that off in first phase. Hey, Gale. Oh, hey, he got poisoned. I feel like it's not gonna do much to him, though. Oh, whoops. Well, the poison's done more damage to Gale than I have this round. Oh, not again. I just wanted to heal Gale. I'm sorry I got you stinky. I wonder if the reason he's weak to poison is that he just has an open wound in his chest directly to his internal organs. Oh, I ran out of stamina. I tried one roll too many. I didn't even need to use that Estus flask. My health was barely lowered. I think that poison was actually distracting me. As I was just constantly looking down at his health. Alright. Come on. Oh, that was... Yale seems like a boss you should be able to backstab. Oh, okay. He is really going at it. I don't think he can stand still long enough to be poisoned in this phase. Ooh, not quite. Sorry, second D. I was feeling it a little bit. My skill just seems to constantly fluctuate back and forth. There was a time where I did this phase basically flawlessly. I got hit twice. And then there was last time where I got knocked down to 7 Estus. But then did second phase near flawless. But the only linking factor is that I absolutely suffer in phase 3 no matter what. Oh. Okay. Let's take this one again. Alright. Alright. Let's give this a few more tries. And then if nothing happens... As in I don't beat him by nothing happens. We can try and take on the real final boss, and I'll do a cleanup stream later. Where I take on Midir and Gale with AI assistance. Or not AI assistance, player assistance. And for some reason I'm not connecting to the internet. Because even though I'm talking about going to fight the final boss is generally considered to be far easier than both Gale and Midir. And even Frida, who I, beat in... What, how many attempts did it take me? It was faster than I expected to win. But it wasn't fast by any means, my Frida victory. Again, I feel like I've seen new players beat her on, like, try 4. I don't quite have that amount of skill. There we go. I am amazed that he goes into this phase so quickly. I remember it being a half health, not, 2/3 health. Wonder if they changed it. Sped up the point at which he enters this phase. Oh no. Alright, Gale. It's just phase 3. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, he actually just teleports behind you when he does that. Nothing personnel, kid. I'm not talking. I'm sorry. I need to focus so hard right now. Oh. Oh, I got reckless at the end. Okay. Okay. I can do this. Oh, my right hand went, like, almost numb there. I don't know, from stress or something. Oh, my eye itches. Ow. Alright, I almost killed you once, Gale. I can do it again. Yeah, stream tax is real. Yeah, the fact that you get player while streaming, that is real, 100%. Yeah. And at least it canceled out my Ember use and didn't consume it anyways. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna keep doing Gale until the next time I hit 3rd phase. And if I can't beat him after this 3rd phase, then I'm gonna try fighting the final boss. Actual final boss. And then we can have a cleanup stream next week. No! Stop! That's just not fair. It even consumed the ember. I feel cheated. That is legitimately the only time that I feel like I have lost in an unfair way. Alright. I'm gonna do that thing I said earlier, and try hiding behind a wall to Ember. There we go. Alright. Well, that's the trick, I guess. Just get geometry to help you out. I keep running my stamina way too low. And by keep, I think I did that once. Okay. Okay. So I just gotta stagger 2 times in a row. So it looks like my hypothesis earlier about him only shooting what was it? Shooting his crossbow when he was on low posture was incorrect, and he's just staggerable when shooting his crossbow. I thought I was dead there. He has much less hang time on that second jump. Oh! Just dodged lightning there. Oh. Okay. Not quite as painful as the last time. Still wish I could have done a bit better. Alright, well. That was the final Gale attempt. To go for the final boss, I don't remember. Right? Yeah, it is, okay. Just the area right before the DLC zones. It's its own area, how fancy. Ooh. My higher brain functions definitely feel like they are taking a beating right now. So I can just do this. I can do this one thing. Very good visual design here with the dark sign sun. Yeah, final boss is very cool looking. Alright, my timings are not the best right now. I'll get there. One of the really cool things about him is that he is using the coiled sword, which is the sword that is stabbed into the center of every single bonfire. Alright. And now he has changed the sword into a casting catalyst. And now he has changed the casting catalyst into a curved sword. And he does the backflip of the wood grain ring from Dark Souls 1. And now he has changed his curved sword into a lance. And now I'm dead. And I think those are all of the forms that the curved sword can take. Or the coiled sword, rather. So we actually got to see through them all. And then after he gets to lance, I think he just switches out indiscriminately into just one of the other forms. Who's the hardest? Probably Midir. A lot of the times, final bosses in From Software games are considered the easiest bosses. Or not easiest, but never particularly difficult. Because final bosses are usually designed to be built by any playstyle. So they have to be generally just a little bit easier by default. It becomes a lot easier to fight when he, never gets his, soul mass, homing soul mass out. Oh, I wasn't actually looking at his health. Alright, time for phase 2. There it is! So the really cool thing about this boss, I don't know. I guess I'll explain the lore after I beat him. Which might be this time. We'll see. Alright. That attack gives me plenty of time to heal. I probably should have popped an ember while he was doing it. Yeah, no, he completely refills his health pool upon being defeated the first time. Alright, that attack he just did is extremely deadly. Oh, that's a really cool move, but I'm sorry, I have to kill you. Alright, and there he goes. So yeah, that was the final boss. Took me 2 attempts. It's not particularly difficult. Soul of the Lords. Alright. Let's just take a look at what it does. Or what it is. Soul of the Lords, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength, used to acquire numerous souls or transposed to extract its true strength. Since Lord Gwyn, the first Lord of Cinder, many exalted lords have linked the first flame. and it is their very souls that have manifested themselves as the defender of the flame. So it's pretty easy to, like, see what's happening there, which is it swaps through a bunch of different phases where it uses different weapons, and that's because it is the manifestation of every single person who has ever linked the flame before you, just conglomerated into one mass. And then once you defeat that conglomerate mass, it, in one last-ditch effort, uses the same attacks and powers of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight, the very first person to link the flame. And here we can get the ending where we put out the flame. Despite the fact that there is a more difficult ending called the Lord of Hollows ending, I think this is actually the best ending, or the better of the endings.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle.
You can actually hit the attack button here and kill the Firekeeper
But one day, tiny flames will dance
to
amongst
steal the
darkness.
flame from her. But I'm not going to do that. I like the Firekeeper.
Like embers linked by Lord's pass.
Yeah, here.
Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
And there we go. Technically the end of Dark Souls. It doesn't kick you into New Game Plus immediately, you have to choose to do that. So next week, I can go back in and take on Gale and Madeir. But I've got a strange, persistent, mild headache going on that is preventing me from getting any real amount of focus in. I think I'm gonna go take a nap after this, get some rest in. Yeah. Maybe I'll make myself some food. Yeah, it was a very good stream. Sort of. I accomplished 1/3 of what I set out to do today. Oh, and I also, once I finish stream, I'm gonna check to see if there is actually some sort of system update to the PS4 that's kicking me off the internet. So that happens more often than I feel like it should. Yeah, that's, I suppose I can just ended as the credits scroll past. I don't have anything else really to say today. Yes, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, second DD1 for the follow. Very much appreciated. Yes, thank you all so much for coming. Time to bid you all adieu and au revoir. Please enjoy the rest of your days. Goodbye.